Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
Talking about finances can be confusing, difficult, scary, murky even. But it doesn't have to be with Money Mentor by Michigan First Credit Union on your side. More than 90 years ago, Michigan First was founded on the principle of putting education first. Today, Money Mentor continues that tradition because affording the lifestyle you want isn't always easy. Check us out at MichiganFirstMoneyMentor.com or follow us on social media for tips, tricks, blogs, and videos today.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Don Riddler Fieldhouse here on the campus of Lawrence Tech University. They got a good one here in store for you as your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils welcome in the Madonna Crusaders for this Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference men's basketball matchup. I'm Alex Johnson for giving you the call of today's game. The Blue Devils coming off a loss on the road against Indiana Tech last Saturday by 14 points. They were on a 4-game winning streak before that. Looking to bounce back here today against a Madonna team they beat in overtime 73-67 back on January 4th out in Livonia. Take a look at Madonna here today. They're coming in 16-6 overall, 9-5 in conference play, coming off a tough loss to the Saints of Siena Heights. They were trailing most of that game, got the lead late with a little over a minute to go, and then Siena Heights took the lead back with under 9 seconds to go, and the Crusaders were unable to come back and get the victory. As Siena Heights, they were the 10th place team in the conference, and the Crusaders looking to bounce back from that. The Blue Devils, like I said, try to put out a new winning streak here today, trying to stay focused and composed. We're talking with Coach Pickens. Want to be able to stay in the moment, play with a lot of grit, a lot of toughness. Even though they beat Madonna the first time around, it's going to be a completely different game here the second time around. So anything can happen in these kind of games. And it doesn't matter what place you are in the conference, it will come down to the wire. The thing to talk with Coach Pickens is we're trying to keep an eye on the players they have here for the Crusaders, especially down low, with Mark Meddy averaging about 16 points a game. Has been a key leader for them over his tenure at Madonna, as well as Henry Spate, coming back this season. Was the WAC player of the year a couple years ago, averaging about 15 a game. He's going to be someone to keep an eye on, as well as Brendan Young, another key player forward for the Crusaders. Excellent from deep, about 46%. Has been excellent as of late, so the Blue Devils will have to keep an eye on them throughout the course of the game. We are underway here at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Glad to have you with us as the Crusaders get the opening tip and get the ball first. Here comes the guard, Devin Dunn. Out to Brendan Young, down low to Henry Spate. Posting up on Alejandro Gonzalez. The hook shot is off. Rebound into the hands of Andrew Wren. Kicking out to Shamar Matthews. His three is off. Gustafson couldn't get the board. Going to be picked up by the guard, Blake Banks, the junior from Southfield for the Crusaders. Meddy decides not to pull up for a three, decides to dribble it down and kick it out to Devin Dunn. 45 seconds into this contest. Banks. Driving down road, spin move. Gets a shot over Blake Lund, and the Crusaders have the first lead here in this game. Looking to bounce back, only averaging, we'll talk about in a second, from the field where they had in that game against Siena Heights. looking to improve offensively here in this game. As Siena Heights stopped them offensively, as Shamar Matthews' shot is blocked by Mark Meddy. Got the ball back with 5 seconds. Gunnar Gustafson driving, taking the charge. Devin Dunn knocked him over. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Gustafson. Madonna only shot 41% from the field and 2 of 27 from downtown. Some season lows for them, especially from the three-point line. They did really well in the game before that against Rochester, where they averaged nearly 60% from deep, as that one spun in and out by Meddy. Crusaders playing some tight defense. Andrew Wren from deep, no. Henry Spate with the rebound. Crusaders moving it up the floor, going down low. Here's Brennan Young, double team, hook shot, way short, off of Blake Lund. Blue Devils trying to get on the board. Gustafson to Blake Lund for 3. Looked like got a hand in there by Young. Crusaders moving in transition. Meddy out to Banks, moving around. Devin Dunn, spin moving his way, kicking it back out to Brendan Young for 3, no. Rebound into the hands of Gustafson. Gustafson, nice pass down low to Andrew Wren, and a foul's called. Wren cutting on the back door. Crusaders not liking that call. Foul will be on Dunn. It's his first foul. Dunn, the 6-foot senior guard from Livonia Stevenson High School grad. As Wren gets the first free throw to drop. Wren has been a steady scorer throughout the year, according to Coach Pickens when talking with him yesterday, as he ties the game up at 2 on those free throws. Dunn has been a key leader in the backcourt throughout his tenure in the Crusader uniform. Young kicks it out to Henry Spate, all alone for 3, way off. Looked like was short of the rim, I should say. Had a good look. Gonzalez off the foot of Spate, out of bounds. And now here comes Ryan Dunn, another senior guard from Findlay, Ohio. He's been another key player in the backcourt for Coach Noel Emmenheiser's team throughout his tenure. A lot of leadership, a lot of experience on this Crusaders team. The Blue Devils trying to play up to that pace as we're tied at 2. Gustafson at the free throw line, going down low, posting up on Mark Meddy and getting the shot up and through. Meddy's a tough one to beat down low, but it didn't matter to Gunnar Gustafson as he gives the Blue Devils their first lead of this game. Dunn, top of the key to Meddy, now to Ryan Dunn. Going out to Henry Spate. Dunn driving down low, wanted to get a foul call, he didn't get it. Not happy about that one. Blue Devils go the other way. Lund kicks it out to Shamar Matthews. Hesitated on what he wanted to do. Wanted to pull up from deep, he didn't. Approaching 4 minutes into the contest. Gonzalez on Spate, posting up. Looking for somebody. Lost it. Into the hands of Brendan Young. Crusaders on the break. Spate firing from deep and fills it up. Got to keep an eye on Henry Spate. One of the talented players in the conference. He averages about 36% from deep. Gonzalez trying to answer back, and he does! Gives the Blue Devils the lead back, and looks like there was a stoppage in play. There was no timeout called. Here comes Derek Murray, a graduate student, 6'3" guard from Ann Arbor, a transfer from Aquinas College, prepped at Ann Arbor Pioneer. He's another key player in this backcourt for the Crusaders with Dunn, Nunn, and Murray, as well as Banks. They have a lot of depth at that position. Mehdi posting up on Gustafson. Going out to Derek Murray over Sana Sisawa, who's in the game for the mid-range shot. All even at 7. Five minutes into the contest. Gustafson at the free throw line. Looked like it was off of Spade. Should have been a kickball. Officials didn't see it. Murray going the other way. Brendan Young moving it around. Murray gets past Andrew Rinn with the reverse. No. Sisawa with the rebound. Andrew Rinn gets it across the timeline. Looks for Nathaniel Ward. Gustafson up top. Desana Sisawa from deep. Another 3-ball for the Blue Devils. Take the lead back. Ryan Nunn can't answer back. And it goes back to LTU. Spate comes off. Checking into the game is Jordan Duncan, 6'4" senior guard from West Bloomfield. Went to Orchard Lake St. Mary's, a talented program, one of the top teams in the state right now. As Matthews gets called for a foul, Ryan Nunn on the floor. Young comes off. Coming in is Ethan Immersion. Immersion, the sophomore guard from Troy. He was a key player last year as a freshman for Coach Emmenheiser's team. It's miscommunication right over to the LTU bench. And that's the story with this Madonna team. The last 2 years, making a run into the conference tournament, into the NAIA national tournament. Lost to Lords in the WAC tournament championship to secure a spot in the NAIA national tournament, trying to get back this year. They have had a lot of key wins along the way, especially last week against Cornerstone and Rochester before that tough loss to Siena Heights. Warren in trouble, kicks it out to Andrew Wren, rolls in and out. I don't know how that didn't go in. Banks lost it. Blake Lund with the steal. Going all the way, getting past Mark Mehdi. That one off of Lund's foot, and it goes back to the Crusaders. 13-10 to go in the half. A 10-7 Blue Devil lead. Local mention, the Blue Devils won the first game against them back on January 4th. It's got an and one opportunity. A nice shot by Derek Murray. Murray will go to the line. He's averaging about 9 points per game. Averages about 77% from the charity stripe. Murray able to tie the game on the N1. Murray only had 4 in the last contest. Had 15 against Cornerstone a week and a half ago. Back even at 10. 12:43 to go in the half. Gonzalez driving Matthew McClellan into the game for the Crusaders. A difficult shot by Gonzalez. Fading away for the mid-range jumper. Murray on Lund. Back out to Banks. Now to Ethan Immersion. Good ball movement here by the Crusaders. McClellan posting up on Nathaniel Ward. Ward with some tight defense. Kicks it back out to Banks for three. And able to drill it down. Crusaders back up front. Sisawa almost turned it over. Wren out to Sisawa. He's going to pull one up for the top of the key, off the top of the rim. Madonna gets it back. Moving quickly is Derek Murray, and he draws a foul. Murray goes back to the line. Murray did really well to start the year. Had 29 points in their first game of the season. Is looking to bring more experience and more leadership in the backcourt, like we mentioned. Madonna is very experienced from top to bottom. A well-rounded group as he misses both free throws. Kind of surprising, being a 77% free throw shooter. A chance for the Blue Devils to get the lead back. Gustafson, the top of the key, posting up on McClellan. In trouble, out to Ward. 5 on the shot clock, driving in, off the high glass and in, Nathaniel Ward. He's the guy that brings a lot of experience to the floor and a guy that has really done well being a key leader. Something Coach Josh Pickens talked with me about yesterday, being that presence that Draymond Green-like as Banks drills out another triple. The other end, Andrew Wren takes it to the cup, tied at 16. It's been a back and forth game here so far. And Murray gets tripped up. LTU wanted to travel. Madonna gets the foul called on Ward. Ward doesn't like the call. Dunn and Young come back in. Already 5 team fouls for LTU this half. And there's only 10 and 38 left in this first half, so they got to be careful. Trying to stay in it here. Banks missed, and it goes off the top of the rim and out of bounds. Banks with 8 already, 2 of 3 from downtown. Spate comes back in for the Crusaders. Matthews looking for Ward. Couldn't get the pass, and we'll go back to Madonna. Dunn gets it across the timeline. Both teams have made mistakes as Banks misses another 3. He was wide open. LTU can't afford that. Ward going all the way down the lane by himself, putting it up and in. It's another basket for Ward. Young kicks it out to Spate. Good ball movement. Devin Dunn for 3. All alone on the wing. And it's going to force Josh Pickens to take a timeout. 9:41 to go here in this first half. But a good showing, though, all around, as it's been back and forth. Both teams shooting relatively even from the field. LTU about 47%, but down at 41. LTU is out rebounded Madonna right now, 12-7. And both teams even with points in the paint. 9:41 to go here in this first half. Madonna coming off that tough loss to Siena Heights by 1. A team that was cruising against some of the top teams in the conference before that. LTU was on a 4-game winning streak before they lost to Indiana Tech. They're trying to get back in the win column. Ward misses from 3. Crusaders pushing it up in transition. Dunn going out to Brendan Young. Young going down over a couple of LTU defenders and gets that one to go through the hoop. That's the first points of the game for the 6'5" sophomore forward from Fowlerville. He was the defending WAC player of the week, had an excellent game versus Rochester. Long misses. It's now the Crusaders get it back, up 3 now. Banks steps back from deep and able to drill it once again. Blake Banks putting on a show from downtown. Leads now up to 6 for Madonna. LTU trying to get it back. Gonzalez, a lot of pressure on that 3. Spate going the other way. Driving and a blocking foul called on Gonzalez. Didn't get set in time to take the charge. Going to have Sisawa and Wren come back in a second. And then Mark Meddy for the Crusaders. And they're going to call the foul on the floor. Young, the defending WAC player of the week, 34 points and 7 rebounds in the game versus Rochester. Had 11 and 8 versus Cornerstone, as well as some steals, as well as 2 blocks. I'm going to go for the alley-oop. Couldn't get it executed that time by the Crusaders. Meddy's 3 is missed. LTU pushing it up. Wren for 3. Nothing but net. Back to a 3-point game thanks to Andrew Wren's 3 from downtown. (24-21). Banks driving down, off, rebound by Young. Putting it back up, difficult shot, no. And they're going to call an over-the-back foul on Madonna. On Meddy for a push off of Gustafson. It's the first foul on Meddy. Like we mentioned, he had a great year last year. 19 points and nearly 8 rebounds. Was a 6'10" center from Livonia Franklin. In his 5th year in the blue and gold. 10 on the shot clock for the Blue Devils. Moving it around, Nathaniel Ward going up and a foul called on Dunn. Doesn't like the call. He said he played straight up when talking with the official. And now Ward's going to the line. And going back to, like I said earlier about Nathaniel Ward, when I talked to Coach Pickens, he brings a lot of leadership and stuff that you don't see in the stat sheet. And brings out leadership presence to this team that's been really crucial this season for the Blue Devils. He mentioned to me it's kind of like that Draymond Green, like that leadership that he brings to the table. He does a lot to help his teammates get better every game. As it goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. It's a 2-point lead for the Crusaders now as we're under 7 here in the first half. Murray going over Andrew Wren off the high glass. With some good defense by Wren. 26-22. Wren with it around. Sisawa on the wing. Wren floats one up, short. Crusaders get it back. 26-22, Murray out to Immersion, driving down, Crusaders moving it around. Meddy has it. Murray going down on Wren, and he's called for a travel. Moved his pivot foot, said the official. And we'll go back to LTU, down 4 with 6:13 to go. Wren leads all LTU scores. He has 7 right now as he gets it across the timeline. Down low to Gustafson. Meddy poked it away into the hands of Brendan Young. Madonna on the break. Meddy driving, and they're going to go on offensive fouls. He uses his elbow, his right elbow, and knocks down Nathaniel Ward in the process. Spate will come back in. Blake Lund in for LTU. Lund was the hero, and the last time these two teams played, down the stretch and into overtime, made some key shots. And it's been really crucial recently for the Blue Devils, as that one rolls in and out for Wren. Some tough shots that haven't fallen for Wren, as Ethan Immersion knocks that one down, and all of a sudden it's now a 7-point Madonna lead, and Coach Pickens going to have to use another timeout. It's going to be a full timeout here with 5:24 to go in the first half. Coach Pickens doesn't want to get this to go out of hand and be down double digits heading into the locker room. They've cooled off from scoring, now down to 38%. Madonna has done well from behind the long line, 6 of 13 in that department. This is a team that is going to be very hard to stop based on many of the pieces they have, from Spate to Muddy to Young and some of the other guys that we talked about here. Blake Banks leading all scores with 11 right now. Just got to defend the three-point line right now. That's been the story here, and that's why Madonna is up front. We're over here now. Blue Devils will get it back. As Isaiah Cumberland is talking over with his teammates before coming back out on the floor. As it's now 29-22. Blue Devils got to take it one possession at a time. Gustafson with the bounce pass from Wren. Going down low on McClellan. Hook shot is good by Gunnar Gustafson. That was tough. Able to get that one over McClellan. McClellan, the 6'9" sophomore center from Canton. Now Spates posting up on Ward. Moving it around to Murray. McClellan thought about a three, decides to give it out to Brendan Young, who misses that one from long range. Andrew Wren gets it across. 4.5 to go here in this first half. Lund. Almost lost it, got it back. Out to Wren. Driving down, floating one up and in. Andrew Wren with the floater. 29-26. Ward almost took that one away. Spate out to McClellan from the wing. Didn't get any on that one. Was way off. Under 4 to go in this first half. It's been a good one here at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Glad to have you with us. Lund at the top of the key. The free throw line to Gustafson. Posting up on McClellan again. Trying to find somebody. Gives it to Nathaniel Ward on the back door. Gets it into the hoop. Good play by Nathaniel Ward to cut in behind Gustafson. He was able to find him where the Crusaders were not able to. Back to a 1-point game. Immersion stepping back and firing from deep three. That was a long one there by Immersion. Immersion averaging about 28% from behind the long line. It's been a key player coming off the bench. And they're going to call a travel on the Blue Devils. 2:57 to go. Banks had done back in for Madonna. Shamar Matthews in for the Blue Devils. Matthews was a key piece in that win against Cornerstone a couple weeks ago on the road, where they knocked off a team that was receiving votes. Madonna receiving votes here today. And the last poll, Spate out to Banks, blocked by Andrew Wren. Denying him in the corner from deep. Andrew Wren swatted that one away, and the bench goes wild. $14 on the shot clock, though. 2:37. Dunn decides to move it around. Spate going to pull one up from the top of the key. That one no good. Blue Devils trying to make it a 2 or 1 point game here. Wren decides to pull one up himself. That one off. Matthews with a hustle play. A fresh 20 for LTU. Gustafson misread the play. Spate going all the way, lays it up, lays it in. It's a miscommunication between Wren and Gustafson. 34-28. Matthews driving on Young, going down the baseline. That one goes in and out, but he's going to go to the free throw line. Matthews, the 6'1" junior guard from West Bloomfield. Coming in really well this season. As it gets the first one to go down. Averaging about 6 points a game. 46% from the field. He's a guy who has done really well in the backcourt. Making hustle plays. Finding his teammates. And getting quality shots. That's been the story for him this season. Ward takes it away. Going all by himself and jamming it down with 2 hands. A dynamite dunk for Nathaniel Ward. Gets the steal and gets the place bumping here with 1:28 to go in the half. What a hustle play by Nathaniel Ward. Right there making that leadership play you see from a guy that's going to take one for the team. It's going to be a foul on the Blue Devils. It's going to be a 1-and-1. But going back to Ward, he gets the energy flowing for this team. And those kind of plays get you fired up. Dunn gets the first free throw to go. Devin Dunn. He's done really well in this time. In his first season, averaged nearly 11 points per game. Had a good season last year, averaging nearly 8. Also doing well, facilitating the ball, being a key player. Hook shot by Gustafson is short, and they call a late foul. Coach Noel Emmenheiser confused on that call. 1:03 to go in the first half. Gustafson at the line. Been a key presence in the paint this season once again. Gustafson averaging nearly 12 points a contest. So he misses that one. Gonzalez gets the rebound. Gets it back to Gustafson, who lays it up and in. Now a 1-point game with 53 seconds to go. It was a key hustle play by Gonzalez, getting that offensive rebound. Immersion for three. He drills it. He has been tough to stop from behind the long line. It's back to a 2-possession game. Immersion with 3 triples coming off the bench. Ward to Gustafson. 10-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Wren in trouble. Game past the tough Madonna D. Lost it. Trying to get it back as Ward. 3 to shoot. Lund with 1 on the shot clock. Missed it. Madonna has 1 more chance. 3 to shoot. Spate kicks it out to Dunn. Good if it goes. Just miss off the left side of the rim. And it's halftime here at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. A good one so far as the Crusaders head into the locker room up 39-35 over the Blue Devils here at the half. It's been a good one here, like I said. Both teams coming out and playing hard. But the Blue Devils got to stop the three-point line. And because that's been the story here for the Crusaders. They have been tough to stop from deep, about 40% from there. Well, the Blue Devils improved offensively late in that first half, now up to 48.3% from the field. We're going to be in for a good one here in the second half, folks, so don't miss it. We'll be back after this halftime break right here on the LTU Sports Network. It's Madonna 39 and Lawrence Tech 35. And welcome back, everyone, to Don Riddler Fieldhouse here on the campus of Lawrence Tech University. Getting ready to begin the second half of play between your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils and the Madonna Crusaders. It's a 39-35 deficit for the Blue Devils over Madonna. It's been a good one so far, nonetheless. I'm Alex Johnson giving the call of today's game, and the Blue Devils, this is a must-win for them coming into today, as they're right now in the 5 spot in the conference. As I'm looking at the standings here, Madonna right now in 4th, or at 9-5. The Blue Devils coming in today 11-9, 7-5 in conference play. So looking to take the season series against this very well experienced Madonna team would be huge. That starts to come later on in the season when the standings are all set and done and figuring out tiebreakers if needed. So this would be really huge if they're able to get a win here today. Starts off with Gonzalez with a shot that got deflected. It looked like it was off the Crusaders, but they're going to say it was off of Gonzalez. So it's going to go back to the Crusaders. And Banks looks like he traveled. Officials didn't call that. Gustafson couldn't hold on to the steal. As Madonna will have it on the sideline. Good turnout here today. Here at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Alumni weekend here today. As Banks got it blocked by Ward, but a foul's called. Alumni weekend, honoring 10 years of bringing basketball back to Lawrence Tech. Players were recognized at the halftime of the women's game and the men's game today. As Banks is at the free throw line. So good turnout here on a Saturday afternoon here in Southfield. Banks now with 12 points. Make that 13 after making both. Has done really well from deep. Coming in as a transfer from Oakland Community College. It's done really well. It could be another key piece in the backcourt for Coach Noel Lemonheiser's team. Going down low, Ward with a hook shot to Gunnar Gustafson underneath. 41-37, approaching a minute into the second half. Young, now to Banks, driving down low. Gets hacked again by Ward, and that's 2 quick fouls here to start the second half. That's 3 in this game. He has to be very careful. Banks going to the line again. And Coach Noel Lemonheiser is in his 14th season with the Crusaders. Multiple NAIA tournament appearances, as well as a couple WAC tournament championships. Most recently in the 2020 season, where they knocked off Cornerstone. Gonzalez hit it off of Spade's foot. Going for the alley-oop to Banks. No. Ball's loose. Picked up by Banks and into Madonna. Spade down low on Sisawa. Posting him up. Gonzalez poked it into the hands of Andrew Wren. Wren going now. Gets it back from Sisawa. Loose on the ground. Wren diving for it. Got a jump ball, going to go to Madonna. Ward will come back in after a quick breather. Gonzalez will head to the bench. Ward, Wren, and Gustafson all have 9 apiece for LTU. Five-point game right now. Matthews poked it out of the hands of Dunn. 2-on-1. Decided to take it himself too much on the layup. It was a good idea. Spade going to the other end of the court to Meddy. Betty posting up on Ward. Shot short. Going quickly down the floor. Wren. Kicking it out to Matthews. Back to Wren. On Young. Gustafson at the free throw line. Sisawa in the corner. 13 to shoot. Wren. Out to Ward. Driving down, and a foul called on Henry Spate. For a push. Ethan Immersion will come back in for the Crusaders. Been tough to stop from downtown. 9 points for the sophomore guard from Troy. Looking to make adjustments here in the second half. Wren, that one goes in and out, but gets a bump on Devin Dunn, and now he's going to go to the line for 2. Looking at Madonna, they've done really well holding Spate and Young and Meddy. Spate only with 5, Young with 2, and no points for Meddy right now. Those are the key players that we were looking at coming into today. Young was only held to 6 on Thursday versus Siena Heights, as Wren misses both. Something you don't see. He averages about 76% from the free throw line and averaging about 19 points a game as one of the top scorers in the WAC. And was also won WAC Player of the Week a few times earlier this season. Still a 5-point game. Immersion down low to Spate. Cutting in is Brendan Young on the other end at the low post. Now a 7-point lead for Madonna. Gustafson to Nathaniel Ward. Moving it around. Wren, top of the key, 10 to shoot. Gustafson down low, gets hacked from behind, and now he'll have a chance to shoot 2. Meddy got him to prevent an easy deuce. That's 3 on him. Matthew McClellan will come on in. Gustafson misses the first on the short end. That's 3 straight misses at the free throw line by LTU. Need to capitalize on these down the stretch. And LTU comes up empty once again. Sisawa gets a steal. A 2-on-2 going all the way up. No. Put back, yes, by Nathaniel Ward. Was trying to go for the slam, but decided to just tip it in. Need every basket they can. Murray also had a good first half. Gets it off the high glass and in, and going to the line for a 3-point play. Murray now with 9. He had some key looks in that first half. Tied for second on the team in scoring today as he gets the free throw to drop. The largest lead for Madonna, now 8. 4 minutes into the second half. Matthews. Out of Lund. Ward thought about a 3. Going in on Spate. Lund back out to Nathaniel Ward. He's open this time. Can't get anything on that 3. Going all the way down. Nathaniel Ward with a block on Derek Murray. What a key hustle play once again. Read the other way. At the free throw line, out to Matthews. Blue Devils moving it around. Wren for 3. No. Into the hands of Murray. McClellan underneath. Gustafson on him. Moving his way. Can't get it off. Put back, no. Wren moves up the floor. 8-point game, 15 minutes left. Wren controlling the offense. Gustafson driving in trouble, lost it. Taken away, Brendan Young. Immersion on the perimeter. So tight defense, man-to-man coverage on the Blue Devils. Fighting away, Derek Murray. It's the first double-digit lead we've seen here in this game. LTU trying to stick around. Can't let this one get away. Matthews in the corner. That one off. It's been a struggle right now for the Blue Devils. Murray able to take it in. 51-39, and Coach Pickens is going to take a full timeout as Madonna has opened this up to a 12-point lead for them with 14:09 to go in the game. Murray now with 14 on 6 of 8 shooting. And you gotta be careful here. You can't get down too much late in the game, as Madonna right now has heat up now to 45% from the field. Haven't relied on the 3-ball yet this half, but that's something that the Blue Devils got to be aware of. That's something they need to work on now. 3 of 16 from downtown for the Blue Devils. The rebounding battle has been relatively even up until this point. But this is something that the Blue Devils have to work on. Got to be able to stay in this game. As Jordan Duncan comes into the contest for Madonna. He was in briefly in the first half. Got Lund, Rind, Gonzalez, Ward, and Gustafson on the floor for the Blue Devils. Murray, Duncan, Banks, Immersion, and McClellan for the Blue Devils. So some changes here. And Gustafson was looking for Ward. Couldn't handle it that time. And it's going to go back to Madonna. Under 14 to go. LTU needs to get on a run. Down by 12. Immersion for 3, stepping back. He has been tough to stop. 4 of 4 from behind the long line for Ethan Immersion. It's now a 15-point game. Wren almost lost it. 13 on the shot clock. Tipped it to the hands, was looking for Ward. Jordan Duncan gets the steal. Murray pushing it the other way, going up and in. (56-39). A 17-4 run to start the second half for Madonna. Gustafson down low, a much-needed basket. 56-41. Hopefully now they can get some stops here. Gustafson with a hand. It's a good defensive stop. Wren moving it up the floor. Going down low to Ward on the baseline. On Duncan. Out to Gonzalez. He's going to fire for 3. That one off. Immersion. It's a screen by Matthew McClellan. Too much dribbling. Finds Murray though. 16 on the shot clock. Only under 12 to go. He's got a foul. Going up for it is Murray again. Lund, we call for the foul. That's only his first. Murray has taken control here in this second half. And it's been tough to stop. He's that leader that you see on this Madonna team that has taken over. I know with the performances of Young, Spate, and Meddy, LTU has kept them under control. But Derek Murray has stepped up here in this game. Gustafson down low, reverse, and a foul. So he's going to go to the line. Gustafson with 11 and 3, as well as 4 assists for the 6'7" senior out of Milford. Had a double-double against U of M Dearborn, 17 and 14. And in the last contest, was only held to 6 points against Indiana Tech. So trying to rally a comeback here. 2 huge free throws with under 12 to go, 58 to 43. Still got a lot of time left, but they got to make some stops. That was a good design play by the Crusaders. Jordan Duncan getting past the LTU defense. Ward down low to Gonzalez, was open for second underneath in the paint. Can't get a foul call. Dunn out to Meddy. Meddy driving, off the glass, no. Blue Devils pushing. Wren going all the way, lays it up, lays it in. Or with the Euro step there, 60 to 45. Ryan Nunn back in the game for the Crusaders, driving baseline, Banks, Nunn from Dunn, 4-3, got it! A huge three-pointer by Ryan Nunn, his first points of the game. Puts the lead back up to 18 for the Crusaders. Gonzalez underneath. Could get that one over Meddy. Dunn. Went around the net. Matthews deflected. Blue Devils on the move. Gonzalez stops. Around. On pass from Matthews to Gonzalez. Gets it blocked by Meddy. Blue Devils trying to get back defensively. That one pops in and out. Blake Banks all alone in the left corner. No one was around him. Wren from the top of the key. Got it! 63-48. Another timeout called by Coach Pickens. Halfway through this second half. Needs to tell his team we're still in this, guys. Still got a lot of basketball left. Far from over. We take a look at it here defensively to make some stops. They've got some good looks from the Crusaders from three. And they got to be able to make a stand here to make a comeback. Sana Sisawa comes back in. So also checking in for the first time, Sebastian McClellan, the 6'3" guard from Perrysburg, Ohio. First time we've seen him here today. Trying to get a different look here for Coach Pickens. Banks, spin move, going up the glass and in. It was perfectly executed by Banks. 65-48. Wren down low to Gustafson. Posting up, a reach and foul called. on Medi. That's his fourth. And now Matthew McClellan will come back in for him. Looking at the last game for Medi, he has been a key player for them. He had 20 in the game for Siena Heights. And now an offensive foul the other way. Illegal screen called on the Blue Devils. And that's the third foul on Matthews. Still 65-48 in favor of Madonna. Banks driving down the lane. Now is it back out to McClellan down low, posting up on Gustafson. Gets a roll off the top of the backboard. 67-48. Wren. It's out to Matthews. Because some changes here. Defense intact for Madonna. Wren. Down low. Ward. The low post. Fading away. No. McClellan gets the rebound. Going to be on the floor. So no free throws. Gonzalez is going to come back in. Fouls on none. That's a 16 foul. Only the first on none. Wren underneath, double teamed. Difficult shot, spins in and out. Banks. So across the floor, down low to McClellan. On Ward. Low post, now in the paint. Gets it back. In trouble, has to get it out. Banks steps back, fires, and fills it up. Largest lead for the Crusaders now at 22, 70-48. Ward down low, looking from Wren, in and out of his hands. Banks again, missed it that time. Blue Devils pushing it up. Ward going all the way, and he's going to go to the line. Second foul on him. Ward with 11 points and 6 rebounds so far in this game. Has done a lot of key plays defensively, forcing steals, getting some blocks as well. Ward had 12 in the game versus U of M Dearborn and 8 rebounds. Brendan Young comes back in for Banks. Ward's second free throw. This is short off the rim. Goes off the front end. 70-49. Madonna in control. Spate posting up on Gonzalez. Moving his way through with his size and strength. And now he's going to go to the line. Mentioned Spate coming back this season. It's the WAC newcomer of the year in his first year as a Crusader. It was the WAC player of the year 2 years ago. He averaged 22 points and 5 rebounds 2 seasons ago, and in his first season averaged 14 and 7. Has been a talented player for the Crusaders. He knocks down both free throws. Well, the last 2 games, he's looking to improve scoring-wise. Had 20 in their huge win versus Cornerstone a week and a half ago. but still an excellent player to look out for the rest of the season in the WAC. As this is a really well-rounded, well-oiled machine team. As they have really turned it up here after that loss to Siena Heights on Thursday. Immersion. Down to Murray with 8 to shoot. They're just taking as much time off the clock as they can, and they turn it over. Lund is going to come back in. It was a 4-point game at halftime, but Madonna has pulled it away. Started the second half off on a 17-4 run. Wren down low to Gustafson, gets it up, gets it in, and one. Need everything to go your way from this point on, with only 6:32 to go. Gustafson back at the line. Misses that one. Murray out of Spate. McClellan on Gustafson. Getting past him. Was looking for Young, lost it. Loose on the ground. Immersion saves it. Spate wide open in the other corner and drills it from downtown. It's the kind of hustle plays you see was the save by Immersion, and they were to find Henry Spate in the other end all alone from 3. Lund can't answer back. Immersion now to Young. Young posting up on Blake Lund. Getting passed through him. Gets it off the glass. And Madonna has pulled it away here with 5.5 to go. Gonzalez out to Lund. As the Blue Devils get past this defense. And now Ward's going to go to the line for a 1-1. Spate now with 10. After only having a few points in the first half. Medi will come back in with 5:16 to go. Ward with a 1-on-1 opportunity. Gets the first one to drop. A completely different game than what these first two teams matched up. In the rebound, Wren pulling up for the top of the key, no. As Madonna has pulled away. Well, after the first time these two teams played, the Blue Devils had started a 4-game winning streak, and the Madonna has gotten some huge wins after that loss. And how would they respond coming into today? And the offense is back to what they saw in their last couple games as Andrew Wren takes it to the cup. Ward gets the steal. Lund going the other way. Up, no. Out of bounds. They're going to say off Ward. And this Madonna team is a team to look out for come conference tournament time. As well as some of the other top teams in the conference. Indiana Tech, they're ranked number 8 right now in the entire NAIA. As Brendan Young just takes it all by himself, 79-54, and another timeout by LTU. This game has gotten away from LTU, not what they were looking for after being down 4, heading into the locker room. Madonna has been led the way by Derek Murray in the second half, as well as Blake Banks, as well as some huge shooting here in the second half by Immersion and Spate. With 4:19 to go. As you're looking at it here, Madonna trying to get back into the top three. There's a lot of good teams in that top part of the conference. Like I mentioned, Indiana Tech, number 8 in the entire NAIA. Lords also receiving votes. The defending WAC tournament champion from a season ago. Rochester, always a very talented team over there. And then Cornerstone right behind LTU. Those are 5 really good teams in the conference. And it's going to be coming down to who's going to make the key plays in the latter part of the season, then come playoff time where every game matters. (79-54). Madonna with the lead. Wren stepping back for 3. That one short of the rim. Crusaders in no rush. Young going to decide to pull one up. Doesn't go. Matthews has it over the Ward, down low to Gustafson. Hook shot over Meddy is short. Crusaders moving up quickly in transition. Immersion saves it from going into the backcourt. Banks fading away. Get that one to go. Meddy poked it away from Wren for a moment, but got it back. Long range 3 by Wren, way off. Murray moving down the floor. Gets it up, no. He's going to the line with 3:11 to play. Looking at what's coming up next for both of these teams. LTU will be back on the road. We'll be taking on Aquinas on Wednesday. And then they'll play Siena Heights next Saturday before coming back home to host Concordia. On February 6th, they were supposed to play them this past Wednesday, but got postponed due to the snowstorm here in much of Detroit. So that's going to be a huge week, about a week and a half or so for the Blue Devils. Coming down the last few weeks of the season. 80-54, Matthews lost it out of bounds and turns it over. Looking at Madonna. Looking at what they have the rest of the way. Looking at it here from their schedule. They'll be home against Northwestern Ohio on Wednesday before they go out to Lords on Wednesday, the 8th. That's going to be a huge game for them on the road. And that's another team receiving votes. As that 3 is off. And for the first time, Garrett Balassi. Wren out to Gonzalez. Only down low to Ward. 2.5 to go. LTU will have it underneath. Zach Hennessy, sophomore 6-foot guard, comes in for Madonna. That one off, putting it back in for a two-handed jam. Gunnar Gustafson, 80-56. Spencer Bothea set that one up for Gustafson. Balazzi out to none. Approaching the final 2 minutes of this game. That one gets a lucky bounce into the net. for Balazzi, the 5'11 junior guard from Wyandotte, and a graduate of Riverview Gabriel Richard High School. Boethius going in. It's a miss. Wren gets it back, gonna pull up for three. In and out. Hennessy takes it away. Lost it into the hands of Ward. Ward going up. Draws a foul with 1:23 to go. More subs coming in for the Blue Devils. Gonna have a new 5 come in. Sebastian McClellan, Gregory Wilkinson, Kypros Blasvuches as well. And then Parker Chapman will come in a second. And a jump ball called. Gotta say with the Blue Devils, 83-57. As both teams make changes here. Be a tough one for the Blue Devils here today. And they were right in it in the first half against Madonna. But the Crusaders pulled away in that second half to start off. And they never looked back. Looking for Chapman. As Boethius, 5 to shoot. Now to Wilkinson. Got to get a shot off. Boethius gets it off in time. It's going to be a shot clock violation and never hit the rim. Now Lake McIntosh, freshman guard from Canton, comes in. Madonna going to pull for a shot here. Balazzi, one miss. Ball's loose on the ground, picked up by McIntosh. Trying to go all the way with it. Up, no. Chapman saves it. That one goes into the stands out of bounds. 38.4 to go. And we'll see if Madonna will dribble it out and take a shot clock violation or try to go for one more shot. We'll see. Nunn driving out to McClellan. Balazzi is going to pull up for a shot and hits it. 85-57. And then around here for the Blue Devils, clock at 10 seconds. Chapman going down, missed it, and that's going to do it, folks. The Crusaders come into the Don Riddler Fieldhouse and take one from the Blue Devils, 85-57. It was very close in the first half. It was an entertaining first half, but the Crusaders pulled away early in that second half. The Blue Devils unable to respond to that run, that 17-4 run to start off the second half. It's going to be a tough one to drop for the Blue Devils here today. Overall, a good performance throughout, though. Gunnar Gustafson led the way with 17 for the Blue Devils. Andrew Wren right behind him with 16, and Ward with 14. Blake Banks and Derek Murray led the way for all scores with 19, especially Derek Murray in that second half. He was a difference maker as Madonna was able to cruise in that second half and get back in the win column after taking a tough upset loss to Siena Heights at home on Thursday. And they'll be a top team to look out for the rest of the season and into the conference tournament. The Blue Devils will look to bounce back Losing their second straight game. Got a huge game on Wednesday night out of the Aquinas. That's going to do it for us here this afternoon here at Don Riddler Field.